Hello, hello. Another amazing Tip Tuesday. And today I have Drew Berman. So, just in a minute, I'll introduce you to him and he's going to tell your story. We have a great show for today. So, I am your host at Ask Cindy Connector Live. Make sure that you follow me on TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. And Drew and I are going to go to the Ask Cindy Connector Live page and we're going to share so we can see everybody's comments. Make sure that your volume is down. You can see it says live there. I'm just going to write post. Are you there yet, Drew?
Yes, I am.
Sweet. Okay. Okay, so for anybody who wants to comment in our broadcast today, you want to go to Ask Cindy Connector Live on Facebook. We're also live on YouTube. And you also want to go to StreamYard.com/Facebook. So both networks will marry together. So a little bit about Ask Cindy Connector Live. I love connecting. And about 10 years ago, one of my friends started calling me Ask Cindy Connector. So 3 years ago, I created this page and I was posting a lot of different messages and people's products and stuff that I would see on Facebook. I would share it on that page. So a little over a month ago, I decided to go live, and I want to do a big shout out to Casey Everhart for getting me to do these live videos. He is amazing. We actually just came back from an amazing weekend training. And a little bit more about myself. I am actually an ambassador with National Day Calendar, and a big shout out to them. Happy birthday, National Day Calendar, and happy Popcorn Day. National Day Calendar was founded in 2014. So, Drew, tell us a little about what you do, and we got to hear your story. If no one's been on the show with us before, they definitely have to hear your story.
I love telling my story, and thank you, Cindy, for having me. You are a connector. I love how you merge all of your social media as well as your live presence. You're just incredible, super fun, and I love your bucket list brand. And you and I are both world travelers, which is awesome. My favorite story to tell is in the year 2000, I had the opportunity to ride a bicycle around the world. I did a 35 country, year-long, 6-continent, 200-person bicycle ride around the world, and it was extraordinary. And what I learned that's relevant for now is I got to meet people from all over the world, all different cultures. And what I experienced is that we all want the same thing. We all want more fun, more freedom, more finances. So I might drop some F-bombs today. My F-bombs are fun, finances, freedom, family, fitness. That's what I like talking about. So I'm thrilled to be here. And I see Dawn's here. I see Melissa's here. So we have friends from all over the country and world chiming in. And I'm thrilled to be here with you today.
So tell us all about your journey, because not everybody knows the journey on your great bucket list story.
Yeah. So after the bike ride, I was 28 years old and I came back. And I was working like a dog, round the clock. And maybe some people can relate because of what's going on in the world today. But I was working in New York City. I was paying $2,700 a month rent for a 700 square foot apartment in Manhattan. And I found myself baby. I was busy but broke. And I was running full speed in a treadmill. And getting nowhere fast. We had a little baby at the time. We missed those days in New York City were incredible. And I knew I had more in me. And I was free at 28 and then broke living in the city in my 30s with a job, married and a kid. And I was like, how do I get that freedom back? How do I get that fun freedom back? And as a networker like you are, a man said to me these magic words back in 2001. It changed my life forever. I should probably call him today. He said to me, he's like, well, I was trying to do real estate in Manhattan. And he said, you seem like a sharp guy. Are you the type of guy that keeps options open for additional streams of income? I said, well, yes, I'm open. Handed me a CD. Concept made sense. and I got into the home-based business arena, and I changed my life, but I struggled for 5 straight years. I didn't make any money. And we had what we call a networking intervention. And my wife and my best friend and my dad and my financial planner, they're like, Drew, you studied marketing in college. I understand you have all these dreams, but you ain't making any money and something's got to shift. So I went back into sales and marketing and selling advertising in Manhattan. And it was literally soul sucking.
Yeah.
And then in 2006, I had invested tens of thousands of dollars in money I didn't have, investing in myself, personal development, and I got engaged with a company called Peak Potentials and Secrets of the Millionaire Mind. Shout out to Harv Eker, and changed my life. I went through landmark education, started learning from Tony Robbins, started learning from Paul Fink, the Maverick Millionaire, and I just started training my brain. And I started learning some concepts about gratitude, generosity. I went from selling to serving. I went from selling features to offering benefits, and everything started to shift. And at that point, another company landed on my lap, and I became a top trainer for one of the fastest growing health and wellness companies in the world. Stephanie did Landmark too. Yeah. So in Landmark, you talk about what's authentic. We take our masks off, and here in this era of masks, we live our true authentic self. So I can go on, but I ended up having some success, created some systems and tools, wrote a book. You Can Have It All, the ultimate guide to having fun, making money, and living a good life, which kind of branded my my trip around the world with business, with fun and freedom, monetize and turning it into income. And so I became the CFO, Chief Fun Officer, over at drewberman.com.
Nice.
And now my brand is Toes in Sand, Phone in Hand. That's my brand. And here we are today.
So you know what I'm going to say next? Your mess became your message. Woo!
My mess became my message. That's right. Now I help networkers and marketers get more leads, get more of their ideal client, and really have more fun and flexibility in their business. That's what the book is about, and that's what we're working on right now.
So today we're going to talk about gratitude for business coaches. So give us a little insight on that and how important it is to be top of mind with our clients.
Yeah. So gratitude is key. Times are crazy. The government's crazy. The world's on fire. Business is hard. Life is hard. Marriage is hard. And you've got 10 fingers and 10 toes. Most of us do. Some of you only have 9 or 8 fingers or toes. But then whatever you have, be grateful for. The law is the more you complain, the more you'll be given things to complain about. The more you are grateful, the more things you are given to be grateful for. And I practice gratitude everywhere I go. You don't even know this, but Cindy, I own thelawofgratitude.com.
Oh, I love it.
I own it. Right now it's parked. We haven't built it out yet. We will. You're going to be a part of it because you understand how to make people feel special. So on my desk, I have from you, before I even knew you, hey, my Facebook friend. Yeah. So, hey, my Facebook friend, a nice little grateful note says, I am grateful for you. And we just had a brief, quick connection on Facebook. And then I got a card from you. And then on the back, it was National Grateful Month, Gratitude Month. So this is on my desk. And being grateful for the things you have, being grateful for the things, the people in your life is one of the keys. And if you focus on gratitude and going from have to get to, It just changes the way you be. And then when you change who you are, the people you want are attracted to you. And then
Exactly.
you get into attraction marketing, and you want your customers to feel grateful for you. They want to know that you care. And we're going to talk about gratitude and generosity today. And those are great, great, great topics.
So how do you feel about gratitude? Do you have a daily ritual every day and every morning, every evening that you practice?
You actually almost started my mantra word for word. It's every day in every way, my life gets better and better. Every day in every way, my life gets better and better. So one time I was out on a ladder. Now I'm living in my first house. I'm 48 years old, and now we've been there 12 years, but I'm living in my first house. I lived in apartments my whole life, from New York City to Washington, D.C., to everywhere I traveled around the world. It was some kind of apartment. So I'm living in my first house, and I'm on the ladder, and I'm wearing gloves, and I'm going, and it's cold, and I have to do this once every fall. I have to scoop out the leaves from the gutters on top of the house before they freeze. Welcome to Connecticut. So I'm out there on the ladder, and I'm outside the bedroom where my wife was doing work or whatever, and I'm just chanting to myself, every day in every way, my life gets better and better. Every day in every way, my life gets better and better. Scooping piles of muck and dirt and leaves and gook into garbage bags every day in every way, my life gets better and better. So my wife, she opens the door. She was in the middle of something important, and she's like, "Will you shut up, whatever, I'm trying to work." I'm like, "Okay." And then I just kept saying it. I just kept looking at her and saying it. She's staring at me. I'm saying it. She's like, "Shut up." I'm like, "Say it." She's like, "Shut up." I'm like, "Just say it once." And then she was just like, she dug her heels in. I'm just like, "Babe, every day in every way, my life gets better and better." And she looked at me, she goes, "Every day in every way, my life gets better and better." I said, "Okay." I said, "Now just say it like you mean it." And she went, "Every day in every way, my life gets better and better."
Love it.
And then, so I'm grateful for you. I'm grateful for my ability to breathe. I'm grateful that I outgrew my home-based business, and now I have a walking commute to work. I have an 8-minute walking commute. I upgraded my office. You can't see on this side, but I have a 10-seater here. For you and your listeners, we're going to be doing VIP days and leadership days and gratitude days and fly-ins for our masterminds. I am so grateful that my wife puts up with all my shenanigans. I am grateful for you and the community that we get to network in. I'm so grateful for this interview today. I'm grateful for social media for allowing us to share. I'm grateful for this book and all the lives that it's impacted. I'm grateful for this stack of love.
Let's see what else you have there.
We'll go through this. So this is a gratitude and generosity campaign. Cindy and I work in so many different networks where we get to help and love and support each other. And one of them is we have a campaign for business. It's called Gratitude and Generosity. And we're not out there sell like a lot of numbnuts out there in the world and on social media. But we give, serve, especially people like Cindy. And when she asked today about if I would talk about gratitude and generosity, and over the last couple of months, see, we use a concept from inbox to mailbox. Yeah. Some of our campaigns, by the way, we're talking about something called mailbox power. It takes the energy of your words, your language, your heart into the marketplace. And if you've been invited by Cindy, reach out to her. If you've been invited by me, reach out to me. But this came in from one of my clients. She's amazing. She sends me this Happy New Year. It's got a picture of her. It looks like Italy, and a nice little note wishing you a Happy New Year. I'm grateful for her, and she's grateful for me. This is, we share the love. This one came in for Thanksgiving. See, now now I didn't plan this. This is just the pile that's here, right here. So here's two. One says, so very grateful. The other, there's a fine line between stalking and follow-up. So you can live with gratitude and you can mix it in with business. So you can give people generosity. The concept is, and you live this, give without expectations, receive without resistance, right? That's one of my mantras. So when you give and you get a little love note
I love it.
from a friend, that's good.
Oh, that is Marlene
There's
Maddie in the
Marlene.
house.
Yeah.
For you. If
What
she's
you
on
know
here,
is
say hello.
magic is believing in yourself. If you can do that, you can make anything happen. So she took a nice image, made it personalized, but then on the other hand, I get this. Now, this is a guy that you and I know, and this is a very gentle. You see, most people in business, they don't know how to sell, they don't know how to market, they don't know how to follow up. How cool is this as a follow-up technique? I kind of giggled when I saw it. I opened it. There's a fine line between stalking and following up. Please don't make me cross that line. Now that's witty, right? That's a witty way to get my attention, but I didn't feel icky about it. I didn't. So then at the same time, I'll get something like this. You totally rock.
Yes, you do.
The more I get of these, the more I send out. And with this program, which is automated, which you can do all by your phone, because my new brand, right, is toes in sand, phone in hand. That's my brand. So I can send these packages or cards or gifts from the comfort of my cell phone. And I can take a picture. In fact, I'm probably going to do it now. I'll take a picture, Cindy, of our little interview right here. And then I'll send it to you on a card because you're amazeballs and we keep connecting in multiple different arenas. So here's a tip for everybody. You're with a friend, online or offline, just grab a picture with this program called Mailbox Power. And you have to read, someone has to invite you into it. And if you know Cindy, reach out to her. She'll hook you up like big time. If you know me, reach out to me. I could take a copy of my book, put it on a card. I could take a copy of Cindy's book or Cindy's theme from her website. Picture this. Here's an actual story. I have a guy that I do tens of thousands of dollars of business with, just an extremely good friend and business partner. So I logged into this inbox to mailbox gratitude system, and I took a picture of his logo off the internet, and I took a picture of him and his wife off the internet, and I put it on a journal, right? So I took his logo on the journal, then I took a picture of him and his wife and put it on the clasp of the journal, and it said, Paul's Notes. Cost me $12. Then I took a picture of his whole family at one of his retreats, and I put it on a mug. And then I took his logo from the brand he was building, and I put it on brownies. Cost me $20, $25. We've done thousands of dollars in business together, and he opened a package. Guess what, everybody? And you, Cindy, I mean, it has a 100% open rate.
Exactly.
Giving, generosity, having thanks for the people that you work with. So that's how this works for business coaches.
I want to do a big shout out. So, you know, Kathy Baxter, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
So big on my fear bucket list is learning to surf. So for my 55th birthday, July 29th, I actually went surfing. Mind you, I could swim in the pool, I could paddle around, but in the ocean, I'm not having it. So it says here, I am Cindy. I am spreading abundance to others in a little hot surfer chick.
I love it.
Great. Actually, this is the mugs that I make. And then so Kathy just replicated it. And it says entrepreneur because badass surfer girl is an official job title. So I look at this every morning and it reminds me that I need to overcome that fear of getting in the ocean. I love it.
I love it.
Thank you, Kathy. That's
awesome. So through this program, I have just created, and I have an 18-month campaign. Awesome. So you can set it one time. I have one for prospecting and I have one for new business partners. So the first campaign, now mind you, it's already built. I just click a button and it writes in your first name. So you can see here, it looks like someone wrote my name and then it's signed, by them with their picture and their logo. So 18 touches. Now, you and I just came back from a very high-end leadership retreat, which was amazing, about marketing and clients and conversion and leads and how to grow your business. And then we spent a lot of time on follow-up. And imagine you were a prospect of mine for business, and you got a nice to meet you card. And then a little while later, you got looking to, sweeten this relationship because you are special to me, and it's brownies. And then a couple weeks later, it's like, oh, well, you know what? Maybe we should get together coffee, either in personal or virtual, with a $5 Starbucks card. And I have got 18 touches.
That's awesome.
Pre-built. So now not only am I building community, I'm sending some gifts along the way. Mailbox Power is literally the best system ever for automated follow-up and client appreciation for intention. Boom. That's why Steph's is thebomb.com. Yeah, so me and Stephanie and Cindy, we all use this thing called Mailbox Power. And I got to tell you, it's pretty badass.
Oh, yeah. I want to show you one more thing. So
Sure.
I actually met this gentleman up north and near San Francisco, and that we connected on this. It was an Asian business owner and friends type of a group on Facebook. And I said, give me your address. And I sent him this.
I love it. That's so great.
And he's actually going to be on the show next week. And we're talking about the 5 love languages. So,
Oh, yeah.
there's nothing wrong with sending that right away. So if someone trusted to give the address out, you might as well start building that rapport process, because we never know who that person knows. You meet them today, they may know someone that they could refer you to tomorrow. Although you just met, there's still a way. If you have that know, like, and trust relationship, that is really the key.
And that's what I talk about here in the book. It's know, like, and trust. How do you build trust? How do you build likability? Well, guess what? Part of the program is that you can add someone's birthday. So imagine meeting someone and then getting brownies or a card or a mug or a journal or popcorn on their birthday. And this is a way to stay top of mind. If I send you popcorn or brownies on your birthday, you're going to open it. At the minimum, you're going to smile. At the minimum, you're going to remember me. At the minimum, you might want to reach out and reconnect in this HBD world. Happy birthday. Smiley face on.
Popcorn is only $3. Look at that. That's what I sent to my hairstylist when I got my first haircut from her. Couple bucks. It was total, I think it was like $6 with the popcorn and the shipping and all that. So
and you can add the logo. You can add the logo and make it designed specifically for her on the popcorn. See, that's cool. So if any of your listeners do anything in the world of coaching, business, clients, sales, networking, marketing, customers, how do you stay above the noise? How do you cut through? Give without expectations, receive without resistance. And this is how sophisticated, turned on, enlightened people like Cindy are marketing. They're not sell, pound. Gratitude and generosity. I couldn't have thought of a better title for this program today.
Joe Kennemore actually came up with my tagline. So gratitude plus aloha equals a blissful life. So thank you, Joe Kennemore. Really appreciate that.
Shout out to Joe. Joe, I call him CEO Joe. And this is a good program. This is a good thing we have going here. So if you want to use it for personal, you can send. You wanted to talk about the mailbox, the address finder, right? So address finder means if you're in real estate, marketing, network marketing, insurance, mortgage, if you're in any of those types of businesses, if you're a pizza place, a chiropractor, a bakery, you could actually look up people by zip code, by income, whether or not they are homeowners, whether they're buying. I mean, there's a lot of demographics and geography, and you could actually upload a list of names and addresses. And with this program, you get unlimited 4x6 postcards that you can brand So you remember, you can mix between complete and total gratitude, right? Total gratitude, no messaging, just my name, just the pictures, but no branding, full gratitude, all the way up to an absolute, business invitation with a QR code that you can scan from your phone, and it works. But if you do it right, and if you work with Cindy, she'll help you. If you work with me, I'll help you. We show you how to do love, 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 offer, gratitude, 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 generosity, invitation, right? So it's business building, but it's seamless through love and gratitude and contribution and telling your clients or prospects that they're awesome. And it's one of the coolest programs that I use to build my business, to build my brand, to sell my books, to love my clients, to grow my teams, to invite people to our breakthrough seminars, and leadership retreats and all that fun stuff. So kind of a little emotional today. It's 2020 kicked my butt. It was the great year of the great awakening, the great wake up call. And I was just reminiscing, it wasn't too long ago where I was busy but broke, working my tail off. And now I get to work with people like you. And this is my first of 2 interviews today, which is so fun. So super blessings to you, Cindy. If I can do anything to help you and your team and your community, I love working with you. And I know we have so many things on the plate for this year to help our networks grow. Good. Stephanie, you're the best.
She is next at 3:00.
She's next? Awesome.
Yes. Yeah, so we're a little bit behind. We're about 5 minutes behind, but thank you so much. I couldn't shut off the show. It was just so much great nuggets. Oh my God.
Awesome. Well, happy to do this again as often as you want. And thanks so much for having me.
It definitely will be in 2 weeks. So I'm going to put you in the green room right now, and I'll see you in there in a few minutes.
Hey, thanks, Cindy. Appreciate you so much.
Okay, see you in a minute. So there you go, guys. Make sure to show gratitude every single day. And I'm actually going to put a link here in this post so you could check out the 4:00 show with Melissa and Stephanie. They're interviewing Drew as well. So make sure that you follow me on all the social media platforms. This is Cindy at Ask Cindy Connector Live, and definitely go to YouTube and follow. We'll see you here just on the other side.